Okay, let's do this thing. What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Friday night Smackdown review. A lot of stuff happening on the show tonight, good and bad. But what do we got going on in the show, huh? We kick it off with Brock Lesnar, basically coming out after what happened last Saturday at Madison Square Garden. Brock came out, Cowboy beat Brock himself, pissed off. Was it Birmingham, Alabama, and whatnot? And Brock said he was pissed off, and that Roman has now changed the rules to this game and that the last 6 days he's dragged out of his bed and everything to look in the mirror and looked at his eyebrow, how he was split open, and say you don't draw first blood on Brock Lesnar and live to tell about it. He said he doesn't care about WrestleMania contracts or WWE titles, which he threw the belt outside of the ring. I thought it landed in the crowd. Like it hit Pat McAfee almost, or landed at the announce table. But now he says Brock says he's out for blood, and it's gonna be blood for blood. And he told Roman to get out here, but Paul Heyman came out, said, "Hey, take it down a notch, okay? Roman is not here tonight, all right?" Because Lesnar said, basically, he wants to see Roman out here right now. But Heyman says, "Listen, it's for your own protection and stuff, all right?" And Lesnar basically started chasing Paul Heyman. Heyman started running to the back, which Lesnar went through a whole bunch of security guards, damn near killed him, throwing him out the way. As Paul Heyman got into a getaway car and got a dodge as Lesnar tried to chase after it until he couldn't catch it then. So, good promo, I guess, especially just from everything that happened last Saturday and whatnot. But yeah, he damn near killed those security guards. But yeah, Heyman running a car, folks. Next, we had Sheamus and Rich Holland talk about Big E's ATV and how they just, removed the weight to get it faster. And they had a new friend with them tonight, folks. And he's got a nickname. He goes by the name of Butch. And who is Butch, huh? Butch. Pete Dunne. Formerly known now as Pete Dunne. It's not even Pete Dunne anymore at this point. It's Butch now. So the last thing he did on NXT 2.0, and I can't believe I'm saying 2.0 now at this point, but the last thing he did on it was what? Face Tony D'Angelo and won that cage match against him, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he won that cage match. But now he has been transferred to SmackDown, and he is now called Butch. Okay? Butch. He looks like a chimney sweep out there. He basically dresses like Sheamus and Holland. He's got the little hat on like them and stuff with the wife beater and suspenders and pants and a jacket. Yes, he's Butch now. Butch. I do not understand these name changes half the time. I really don't. But yeah, was there anything wrong with Pete Dunne? Was there anything wrong with the Bruiserweight? Was there anything wrong with anything of Pete Dunne, before the name Butch? These name changes, I like I said, I tell you, man, I don't know what's with them and these name changes. Walter, Gunther, who else's name have they changed recently? Because I wonder sometime. I really want. Oh, Bearcat, remember Bearcat? T-Bar, Mace, Left Eye, Slapjack. No, Slapjack's my favorite. Slapjack. The name change, but Butch, man. Pete Dunne, he's now dressed as a chimney sweep out there for some reason. Why? Just why? Why? And listen, I know he wasn't going to be long for NXT in general. How far was they really going to keep him around in NXT? Like, literally. How far? How long? It's not like Triple H could protect these guys anymore, so... Butch, folks. Butch. Butch, Butch, Butch. I don't know. But now we get to probably the worst part of this entire show. Okay, it was Sheamus and Rich Holland versus the New Day, Kofi and Big E. But obviously, I got really not much to say about the match. It's whatever. But the important, serious part of this was Rich Holland doing a belly-to-belly suplex onto Big E onto the floor outside, and Big E literally just landed straight smack dab on his head, and it just landed on his head and neck and looked horrible. Which you could even see that they took the camera off of that as soon as that happened, and they just kind of played out the rest of the match with Kofi, and Sheamus got the win, and Pete Dunne started beating up Kofi after that. But apparently now, I believe during commercial that he was carried out on a stretcher, and this looked very bad to watch. Okay, I cringed watching it. That I just saw that, and I just kind of just gave me a bit of a chill right there. And it has been said as up to this date that Biggie has suffered a broken neck. He did release a video. He was in a hospital bed with a neck brace on, that he can move everything else, his exteriorities and whatnot. So his body like still works. Not he was paralyzed or anything, but he has suffered a broken neck. So that is very, very unfortunate. And I have to say, man, Biggie, it hasn't really been the best. I would say luck with Biggie right now. Just everything. I know some people are gonna put this like a in a way. Look at it as like a timeline for just losing the WWE title to being taken out of your main event push and now being relegated back to the tag team now with Kofi with New Day because Xavier Woods is hurt, but now with both Woods and Big E hurt now, what does that really mean for Kofi by himself? That's a real good question. Where is he going to go from here? But like Big E, it's just like they just threw him back in the tag division, like the world title. As soon as he lost the WWE title, it was just done. You knew this push was over the minute they put him back with Kofi, and I think this makes it another insult to injury with him being hurt right now, especially with a broken neck. You don't know how long he's going to be out. Okay, when it comes to the neck, it's nothing to mess with. So you know, hopefully, best luck to him and however speedy recovery and whatnot. But a neck, that's a real tough thing to come from. And Rich Holland, I don't know if he'll be reprimanded for this. This is the second time he's damn near hurt somebody, okay? He did this with Gargano over a year or two ago when he faced him in NXT. And I remember they said Gargano got hurt. And I remember the spot. I don't know if it was the same belly to belly, but I remember Gargano did get hurt. He landed hard. And I think he was out a week or two in that. So Holland, I don't know what's really about to happen to him now because he just fucked that whole suplex up. Like, come on now. What the fuck was that? That just looked bad. And it's sad. It really is sad. And it sucks for Big E just have that injury and now a broken neck. It's a good thing. Like, he can still move and he'll be okay. But obviously, we're not going to be seeing Big E for a very long time now due to this injury. So that really sucks. They played a package of, Kevin Owens calling out Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin did release a video this week saying he will be at WrestleMania to face Kevin Owens' little KO show challenge fight or whatever. So yes, Stone Cold Steve Austin's coming back, folks. He is back. Sami Zayn, I guess, was in the back as they show footage of Johnny Knoxville giving out Sami Zayn's phone number in Los Angeles. Have I tried to call that number yet? Yes, and it went to voicemail too. So I don't know if that's even a real number with Sami Zayn, but it could be. I'm not sure. Sheamus came out. I guess it was going to be a 6-man tag with the Viking Raiders, but they never came out. It ended up with Corbin Moss, Jinder Mahal, and Shanky beating them up. Then they started beating the hell up out of Drew when they got out there. But all of a sudden, Drew just powers out of all these guys and just fights them off and stuff and has a little sword and start pointing everywhere. So, yeah, how are these guys supposed to be taken seriously if they can't even take out one guy now after they took out 2 guys in the back? You can't take out one with, you know, you can't take out one, which is Drew. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Ronda Rousey came out. I swear to God, she sounded like a robot during this promo. Talking about her biggest match of her career, WrestleMania, and talked about Charlotte. They were trying to call her one trick pony. It's like calling Mike Tyson, one trick pony if you can only throw one punch. And she said she has 1,000 ways to apply that arm bar, and she's done more than just raise kids and cows for the past few years. Now she learned the ankle lock from her mentor Kurt Angle and whatnot. And she's going to make Charlotte tap out. Man, her promo sounded boring. Charlotte came out, which even I have to say now, Charlotte sounded like a better promo than Rousey. People said Charlotte sounded like a robot at first. This looks different now the other way around. But Charlotte said, okay, WrestleMania and stuff, you didn't tap me out last week. You blindsided me, but when it only matters. And yes, at WrestleMania, I am going to stop you. You will not make me tap out. Fans start chanting, you tapped out then. Which Charlotte says, that's funny. There's no bigger opportunity in facing Charlotte. And I don't care about your ankle lock and stuff. I'm going to embarrass you at WrestleMania. And I'm going to take that title off your hands. You did her uh-oh thing and basically walked out. But Rousey said, no matter what you do or try to go home, I'm going to take that arm out and make you tap out. So watch out. Usos said they've been chanting for over 200 some days and they don't have really any opponents for WrestleMania. So I guess told Boogs come out here if you want some, which was Boogs versus Jay Uso. Boogs ended up getting the win. Strong as fuck, by the way, out there. But Boogs got the win. Uh, Jimmy ended up hitting Boogs behind with the guitar in and taking him out as Nakamura came for the save. But yeah, Nakamura and Boogs versus the Usos at WrestleMania for the tag titles. I'm sure probably be 3 or 4 more tag teams in this, knowing them. At WrestleMania, they got to do a multi-man match, so watch out for that. Next, it was about to be Ricochet versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title, but Austin Theory came out and said Pat McAfee. Theory got up and slapped McAfee, which McAfee ended up jumping him in about 2 times. Like, he slapped him, but McAfee started beating the hell out of Austin Theory as officials tried to hold him back. Theory tried to get him a little too for security, held him back also. So a bit of a brawl right there, which I believe left Cole out by himself. And stuff through the rest of the show. After it was him and Ricochet. Not a bad match or anything. A good rematch for the Intercontinental title. Sammy tried to go for a Luva kick, but Ricochet at the recoil. He went for the 630 and stuff. Which landed the 630 though. Which I swear like he landed on his nuts and hit Sami Zayn in the nuts and what that. Like he started cringing around a little. And after Ricochet celebrated, there was a parking lot brawl with Charlotte and Rousey fighting through the parking lot and stuff, or in a whole by a bunch of, well, not a bunch of cars, but one car. But it was like just a whole bunch of grating and stuff, kicking each other from here and there. Security trying to hold them both back. They're fighting off security and everything. So Charlotte just using anything she can to beat the hell out of the new faction and stuff with Stephanie, Triple H, and all of them. So. Why I say the new faction, Stephanie and Triple. Wow, I'm really see when I get tired, I just start saying random shit. Then that's my own fault. But yeah, Rousey basically got beat up in the parking lot by Charlotte and stuff as they basically went off the air after that after they got them apart. So Charlotte, I guess, getting upper hand here tonight onto Rousey. But main event was good still. I will say that Big E and Sami Zayn, but makes no sense. Like I said, this whole 1.0 NXT, whatever they're calling it, or not even sure where it's gonna be going next week because the Pete Dunne Butch thing makes no sense. I'm like, it's Pete Dunne, it's not Butch. I'm gonna still keep saying Pete Dunne, okay? Butch, I'm not feeling that, at all. But other than that, I'm out of here. Constant subscribe. I'm at Twitter Hood 890. See you guys then. Peace.